Hi, how are you doing? Welcome Tiberian, welcome Yule, welcome Leo, buenas, ¿cómo estás? ¿Feliz día de folclore? Hoy es el día del folclore. ¡Feliz día del folclore! Rancor, welcome, hi, how are you doing? Piedralia. Nina, how fucking dare you? You are the best worm house, I guess. Hi, welcome Rich. How everyone? Hi everyone. How are you doing? I mixed up those two words right there. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. I'm excited about the stuff that I've been doing off stream, and of course I'm not excited but rather rushed to finish this as soon as possible. For reasons reasons that I wish I had known the other day instead of you know, learning right after the stream was done, which made me feel humiliated, but it's fine because we're gonna we're not gonna finish it live probably. Knowing myself I'm not gonna finish it live. But hopefully we'll get to a place where I can finish it off stream. Hopefully. I would really appreciate that. Had a pretty good day. Wait, let me up the brightness in my phone because I can't hardly see the chat. Had a pretty good day. How are you? Retouch! I'm glad to hear that you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. I'm working on stuff behind the scenes. Stuff that hopefully I can show you very soon. I've definitely finished one of the projects that I had been talking about. Well, not finished, but finished up until a point that like stage 2 happens afterwards, if that makes sense. But that one, unfortunately, I cannot show until like October, November? I don't know. It's insane to think about waiting that long. I know, but just you know, like whatever. I can't really do much other than just keep waiting and keep going. Hi, I applied for JLPT today. Had to get up early to sign up on time. The Mongoose! I'm assuming that is a Japanese course? Congratulations! I hope that you get it. Unless you mean that you applied and that's it and you're in. In that case, congratulations. And if it's not something that has to do with Japanese, then I hope that you get whatever it is that it is. I do want to know if I'm right though. I demand an answer. I really want to think that I was right. Okay, I'm gonna get started with the clothes, and then we're gonna do the hair, and I'm gonna do yet another layer. Nah, I'm gonna do it on this layer. This layer has nothing. Also, I think I fixed the eye. You guys tell me what you think, but I think that's good enough for the eyes. And I also think I'm not gonna clean the lines because I really like the sketchy quality that the eyes have, and I don't want to risk it. I really like how the eyes look with all of this, all of the lines, like the sketchy lines. I think it adds to the charm of the arsonist, and I really don't wanna mess with it. So I kind of want to leave it like that. So that means I'm not going to clean the lines. And that also means that I'm one step closer to finishing it. I'm not doing this just so that I can finish it quicker, but it's a happy coincidence. Today I have noticed that Tower of God anime had season 2 announced some time ago. Was excited for it for about 15 seconds, then I remembered why I disliked season 1 adaptation so much. You know, I haven't seen it, but the art style was very interesting. I remember when it was announced, I was like, whoa, that is fresh, that is new. I haven't seen something like that pretty much ever. and I was pretty excited for the art style, but I wasn't really interested in the story because it's very action-based, right? It's like very action-heavy based, and I personally don't feel attracted to those shows. Not enough to like spend my limited time, because I have very limited time to watch stuff. It has to have something special. If it's gonna be action-based, like Demon Slayer is one that I watch, and I don't particularly like it story or character-wise, but the action is so well directed. Like, a show has to have something special for me to put in the commitment of watching it. And Tower of God had like an interesting art style, but not enough. Not enough, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't good enough. Okay, then a little bow. That's fine, right? The lines are a bit thick, but no, that's not fine. Actually, let me just come here. Come here, Rushi. We're gonna keep you close. We're gonna keep a close eye on you, fella. Buddy. Okay. Lina enjoys bullying you because Geodude is super effective against Warple. No! Lina must not enjoy bullying me, because that could end in a very heavy war, in a very complicated Latin American VTuber war. I will find her physically in the real world. Can you freaking imagine though? Okay, so if I took that as maybe something like this instead? I don't know why I didn't like that I don't like any of these. How I'm managing to... Maybe that is better. Ah, yes, the return of my perfectionism. The return of you'll never get anything done because you're such a perfectionist. She's back. July is over, and now my terrible habits are rearing their ugly head. And I have to try and surpass them with nothing but sheer force of will. I do not really mind when an anime rushes the source material. I don't like it, but can live with it. When it changes the source material, though, that I draw the line at. It changed a lot? Did it change a lot? Like, again, I haven't read it, and I didn't watch the anime, so I'm not really sure. But I'm assuming, based on what you're saying, that they changed, like, a freaking lot. There's no reason to curse. Not right now. It's way too normal of a stream. It's way too say-so of a stream. I'm not liking this! I shouldn't. I have no reason to curse. I should save that for when I have reasons. I should save that for when it's absolutely necessary. Depends on how you do it, I guess, but TOG did it horribly. TOG being Tower of God, because we're talking about Tower of God. Sounds like a big project. It is. It's a big project, but, you know, I do want to do a lot of big projects, and I specifically kind of like keep myself away from them because I have so many other projects to do, so many small, shorter term projects. But every now and then I do try to like get advancing in some bigger project, but it's really not good for my anxiety, because big project means I don't get to show progress at all for way too long, and you guys don't know anything about what's going on behind the scenes, and then it could look like I'm not doing anything, or just like it could be boring for you guys to wait. And so, I don't know, it gets me very anxious and it gets me very nervous and stuff. The bow, it's going to be a bit bigger proportionally or smaller. I honestly don't know. It shouldn't reach this low. It shouldn't reach her booba. But because this is a chibi, well, you know, proportions are weird. I shudder to think how long Game of Thrones anime would have gone on for... Oh my god, wait, what? I shudder to think how long Game of Thrones anime would have gone on for with filler. Write the book, George. Does Game of Thrones have an anime? This is a genuine question. I've never heard of that. I only heard of like the failed spin-off, the actual spin-off that's happening with Matt Smith, and that's pretty much as much as I've heard of the Game of Thrones franchise lately. Like, I genuinely don't know anything else about Game of Thrones. Did they at some point have an anime? I would believe you if you say so. I would genuinely believe you. Hello, welcome, Astronaut. How are you doing? Hi, I hope you're having a good day. It's a proficiency test. Think I can pass already, but I ain't gonna slouch. Then don't. Study hard. I hope that you get a very good grade, or at least, you know, like that you pass. And I hope that it's simple and easy for you, that you're a natural. I believe in you. I believe in you. I think you can do this. Plus, you would be achieving the dream of every VTuber out there. You would be achieving the dream of every English-speaking VTuber. We all want to learn Japanese, all of us. I don't even know if she has a second strap. Now that I think about it, I'm just really hoping that I can find, like, better references. Aha! I found more references. And yes, she's supposed to have 2 straps. Okay. We're supposed to have 2 straps. Got it. Okay. And then... I don't know how to draw any of this. I've got to be honest. I don't know how to draw literally half of these things. I's looking okay. I think so. Death Shin Animations. Hola de nuevo. Hola, bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás? Espero que estés teniendo un buen día. Yeah, I probably should get going on JLPT myself. The sign-ups are around this time of the year for the December exam. Is it like a universal date? Like in every country, you guys have to sign up for... Like in every country, you guys have to sign up at the same time? Or is it like area-based? Let me check this reference. This is very hard. This is very hard for me. Because I don't really know... I don't even really know what this... I haven't seen one of these, whatever they're called, in ages. I haven't seen a... What is the name of this? Overalls? I haven't seen the name of overalls in ages. Not the name, sorry. I haven't seen an actual overall in ages. At some point, I think they were fashionable. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have like the vaguest brain fog idea that at some point they were like a thing that people wore normally on the streets or on movies. Maybe what I'm remembering is movies? But I don't know. Okay. So if we do it like this... I genuinely don't really know how physically, like how this works. But we're gonna go for it because, like, we have no time. We have no time, so we're gonna go for something simplified. and beg. I can't pass N4 this year for sure, but N5 should be extremely doable. Then you should do it! Go for it! Get that certification! Get that bread? Get that bragging rights! Get those bragging achievements! Nether, welcome! Hi, how are you doing? Sup, everybody? Sup, Nether, how are you doing? I feel like maybe I had something to tell you specifically, but my brain has been so full lately, so full of things to think about, and I've been struggling to socialize with everyone that I had to socialize and to organize with everyone that I had to organize and everything. But you know, soon that'll get better. I really love season 1 and 2 of Tower of God webtoon, but the anime was horrid as far as an adaptation goes. I've heard bad things about adaptations before, but I had never heard of Tower of God being poorly adapted. Granted, I only know like one person that reads webtoons, like IRL. I only have one person that reads webtoons, and we don't talk about them a lot because like they know that I never could read stuff like that. And I've mentioned it before, but the reason I cannot read comics, manga, webtoons and stuff like that is because I get distracted with the art way too easily. So I never like advance the story because like I'm too distracted analyzing the art. So that's why I never really engaged in that conversation with my one friend who most definitely must have seen Tower of God, because I know that they read the webtoon. Because I remember them being hyped, but I don't remember the result of that hype. Also, soon Chainsaw Man is happening, and that's another like super mega hyped thing for a lot of people. According to a lot of people, the manga is amazing and stuff. Now, an entire pumpkin should fit in here, but I think we all know that there's no freaking way in hell that I can fit a pumpkin in there. As far as wrinkles for this goes, we're gonna just go with that, and that's gonna have to be enough. Maybe even less here. Yeah, I don't think I like that. That's gonna be fine. And then chat. Gonna be lurking. I'm also doodling, working. Good luck, Nether. I know that you can do it. You can be productive and fast for me. I wish you Godspeed and more success finishing stuff than what I'm inevitably going to fail at because I'm focusing too much on details. I'm really picky with animes. Last one I watched fully was Zombieland Saga. Oh, I have to watch the second season of that. The Perfectionist, I mean. Rexy, welcome, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Vorador, welcome, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Sario, Last Meow, you guys too, welcome, I hope you're having a good day. Damn, Ellie's character progression. What character progression? It's gone. Whatever character progression I had is gone. I improved on my speed during RFI and then I swiftly just failed again. This is supposed to be this. This is supposed to be a short leg. Just like that. And then like that. Cool. Maybe smaller. Yeah, I think that's better. Proportions-wise, I think that's better. Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry to be late. Sorry, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. This is not a job for you guys. This is not a duty. You don't have to apologize for being late. I'm not your boss. I'm not like clicking you in, ticking you in. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to say like I'm not controlling how early you get here. Don't worry about it. Rushi looks so cute and cuddly. The chibi form will make a great sacrifice. Sorry, I played too much Cult of Lamb lately. Can't wait. Can't watch cute things the same way anymore. I wonder if that's gonna be me in a couple of days. I wonder if that's gonna be me soon. Oh, also, by the way, talking about Cult of the Lamb, well, I'm going to play that tomorrow, but I had a question to make. If I had the time to play today, which I don't think I'm going to have the time to play today, but if I had the time to play, would you guys rather I start the game later? Okay, so let me phrase that better. I already did the first hour or so of the game on a different stream when I was trying the demo during Next Fest. So maybe you guys would be more interested in watching like past that first hour, or maybe it's Maybelline, or maybe you guys think that it would be better to start it all the way up from zero because, well, you know, maybe things have changed and you shouldn't just assume that you've seen the game because maybe things are different. But I wanted to ask you guys what you think about that. If I had time to play, which again is doubtful, would you guys prefer that I play the first hour or so on my own and we start from there, or would you guys prefer it if I do the entire game from zero again? It did not have an anime, it was hypothetical. Tower of God? Or no, Chainsaw Man has an anime. I don't know if we're talking about Tower of God or Chainsaw Man just because I mentioned it, but probably not because I'm so far behind the chat, right? It was a pretty funny joke, but we are for the most part past the time of fillers. The new trend is taking 100 chapters and making 12 episodes out of them. I think it's better in the sense that, like, I'd rather have a show that we're gonna cut that as well. Although it should be lower. I think I'm only gonna be able to adapt some of these stairs because my TV is smaller. So I think instead I'm gonna do this one. I think I'm more interested in this like super mega broken tear right here. I think that's cuter. And there, that's fine. I think it's better to lose the filler, even if we lose a little bit of content, because you can always go back and read the manga if you fall absolutely in love and you want to get as much of these characters as possible. But if not, you at least get like the core story, the important bits, you know, and you get to experience the story, even though like studios can't really adapt absolutely everything that happens. But even then, even though currently the studios are more concerned with selling you the story than doing 150 episode animes, even so, sometimes it feels like you're watching an anime and it has like so many episodes that feel unnecessary. Like, I don't know if this is just me, but personally, I feel like there's a lot. No! Okay, fine. Whatever. I can do this. I can figure this out. I always do. There we go. Okay. Even so, today I still feel like sometimes you get completely unnecessary episodes. I don't know. I'm watching Sakugan right now while I have lunch and stuff, and it had an amazing couple of episodes at the beginning of the show. Like, the first two episodes were freaking great. And then on the episode that I saw the preview of, it looked, I don't know, I can't say this with certainty, but it looked like it was going to have like a beach episode, kind of. And I'm like, hesitant about it. Again, I haven't seen it, so maybe it isn't a beach episode. But with 12 episodes, I want to believe that they're not actually going to spend one just doing beach episode fan service. Fox and Isam, welcome, hi, how are you doing? The Bias does, welcome, hi, how are you doing? Leo Zamosa, welcome, hi, how are you doing? I'm sorry that I'm very behind on the chat, you guys. I'm gonna do a speed run in a minute. But hi, how are you doing? Welcome, I hope you're having a good day. I did not draw anything today. My chibi day plan ended with me drawing for 6 days, making 2 drawings, and I already ran out of inspiration. Look, that kind of thing, like drawing 1 drawing a day, is very hard for everyone, including professional artists. So don't beat yourself up about it, okay? You drew for 6 days and you finished 2 things. That is already progress compared to the habits you had before, probably. I'm not gonna say it with certainty because I don't know, but that's probably already progress. Don't fret about it. Enjoy the progress that you had, and don't think that just because you stopped and you didn't achieve your plans, it doesn't mean that you can't keep going. Maybe in a couple of days you'll be like, you know what, I want to keep going, I want to try this again, and you'll draw a couple more, and that will be cool, and that would be great, and that would be something that you could tackle with a lot less pressure on your shoulders, because you already kind of like gave up on the 1 drawing a day, so you can allow yourself to enjoy as many drawings as you can, but without the pressure, you know? Kind of like me with the art fight. The first time I participated, I really wanted to do at least 1 drawing a day, because I saw all of these people who could do 1 drawing a day or even more, and then I felt kind of disappointed when I looked back and I realized, oh my god, I only did 5 drawings. But back then that had been the most I had managed to finish in 1 month. And it's important to kind of like track your progress more than you track your goal completion, because we can be very, very ambitious when we set our goals, and maybe not every time it's going to work for us, but as long as we can look back and analyze objectively, like how did it help us, or how did it change what we used to do, like that is more important, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I think I want to change this line. I think I want to change this. I'm not sure how it's supposed to look, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for like a straighter line here so that I can do the shirt. Okay. Krita betrayed me by starting me off on the top layer. Oof. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Control C, Control Z, Control Z. By now you've probably fixed it already, but yeah. I wish you luck on your layering, because I'm already fucking up with mine. On the other hand, I have an increasingly clear idea for a video game project. Probably not the type of game Ellie would enjoy, but I think it has potential to be fun if I can translate my ideas well. Hey, everyone has different tastes. If I wouldn't enjoy it, who the hell am I? You know, who cares if I wouldn't enjoy it? I'm a lowly Metroidvania enjoyer, and I'm no paradigm of anything. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Honestly, I have a party again where they want me to go to, but the problem is that I will surely eat snake again. Then don't go. Don't go. You don't need to. Yes, overalls. Okay. Jill. Oh my god, I'm that far in the chat. Okay. Is it speedrun time? I think it might be speedrun time. You know what though? Look at how quickly we're doing the clothes. It's working. It's semi-working. We're semi-advancing semi-quickly. Like kind of. It's kind of going well-ish. The more uncertainty words I add to it, the more I feel like I'm not lying. I really hate lying, so my answer is to just say things with modification words that denote uncertainty. Like, yeah, we're doing good-ish. Probably, kinda. I'm not lying, because I'm not saying anything for certain. I'm just... You know... It's wishful thinking, with a lot of wishing and not so much thinking. Okay, I think it's time for a speedrun of the chat. Let me save and speedrun. Okay. JLPT is an exam governed directly by Japan. There are 2 exams a year in most countries. Some have only 1 a year. Oof. Oh yeah, like the one that I gave for English. I get that. They were fashionable in the 90s. So I probably was right, and I probably saw people walking around with them. Oh yeah, they totally fell out of fashion in the early 2000s. Yep, I don't remember seeing one in recent times, so I'm gonna assume that it's not fashionable at all anymore. Last time I was invited, fried snake. Don't go then! Snake is revealing her true age. I could have watched it on movies. Again, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I could have watched it on movies. I've seen quite a lot of movies from the US, and I have watched quite a bit of the 90s and not so much of the 2000s. I'm making my way back through, trying to every now and then catch something from the 80s. And the oldest things I've seen, have I seen anything? I've seen a couple of things in black and white. So, you know, I'm kind of like trying to build my pop culture portfolio with at least a couple of things per decade. It's important if I want to fit in human society. Sakamaki Ashari, welcome, hi! I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. I'm sorry you got to, I got here so late to your message. It's either that or eat another exotic animal like worms or spiders. Last meow, why are they making you eat this stuff? Why? What kind of parties are you going to? What is going on in that party? In my country, it was cancelled for 3 years running, and I missed the application window for this summer, so I'm a little jittery about it. But you applied today. You applied today, that's important. It's important because you did it. Don't worry about it. Or maybe do, because I don't know if just by applying you get it. But you did the thing. I'm still waiting for the Schoolgirls webtoon, which is something that is in the works for 4 years, if I remember correctly. Bruh, that is a lot. Where is the mini snake? Not here today. Pumpkin? Yeah, pumpkin! Here, this pumpkin. Oh, you can't see it. This, oh fuck. Whatever, the one in the pocket! Ask Hidden Variable what happened to the project. They told me it's on the way and will be worth the wait. About 2 years ago! Bruh! That's dead. I'm sorry, but that is dead in the water. Heard someone got fired for fun dubbing Chainsaw Man. Oof. Oh no. Hi Elyssia, how are you? Shiny Bunny, welcome, hi, how are you doing? I'm sorry that I got to your message so late. I bet you would be really good at kanji. Me? Hetares, you think I would be? I don't think so, but welcome. Also, hi, I don't think I said hi to you. I hope you're having a good day, Hetares. There is no freaking way I can fit an entire pumpkin in there out of context. Warp Streak 2022! In the pockets! In the drawing! Come on! Don't be like this! I meant trying not to swear without reason to. Oh, the character development. Yeah, I ended up swearing later on. I'm sorry. Oh, cute. You're drawing Rushi. I am, but don't tell her. Ellie's gonna fire us. No, I'm not. Don't worry about it. Also, Mao, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Not sleeping, but how are you? 3 episodes into ZOTL, Cult of the Lamb Goth Ellie will come out. You think it's gonna take 3 episodes, Retouch? You think it's gonna take 3 episodes? Why are you adding into small details? You haven't even drawn the hair yet. Because I'm me. It's my problem. I don't mind starting over. I don't care. All the way out from 0 will be better for me. Okay. From 0 is probably better. Good, because I'm not gonna have time to advance 1 hour. Wait, Elyssia, I'll get you some water. Last Meow exploded. Oh no. Turns out Last Meow was a Wicked Witch of the West. I watched 1 episode of Zombieland Saga in 2018. We had a busy roster. Megalobox, SSSSSSSS, Gridman, I think High Score Girl, and Kemuri Kusa were also 2018. I personally don't normally watch anime until they're done, so I don't really keep track of like the seasons and the years and stuff. I normally don't really pay attention to that. I prefer watching everything on like one go. Play Cult of the Lamb from the start, and since you're a Shantae veteran, you can play the game on super hard, I guess. No, I would still play it in normal because I'd rather not like... Especially with such a long game, I have to assume, because it's a roguelike, I'd rather not challenge myself and end up having an unfathomable amount of hours in it. I think it's because anime always has an episode quota of 12 or 24. Yeah, and I prefer it that way. Who wants to watch an anime that's 400 episodes long? The problem with getting the story sometimes is spoiling the events while the anime doesn't deliver them properly, so then you read the manga and despite it being better, you do not get the impact. I disagree with that because I think the impact is on the delivery and not on the events themselves most of the time. Like, I personally love... I really love trying to guess where stories are going. Foreshadowing is one of my favorite things in any given story, and I really love trying to like pick up on what's going to happen. So in my opinion, knowing what happens isn't normally the like the breaking point, but in my opinion, how story beat is delivered ends up being way more important to my enjoyment of it, if it makes sense. Okay, we're gonna do a very minimal wrinkle-ish thingy right there. This is going well. This is going, that's what matters. Yeah, there's some fillers that are kind of just unnecessary to give the manga some time to expand so the anime won't catch up. Then just adapt the anime when the manga's done. I'm not sure why. I mean, I do kind of understand it. It's a business. They do it that way because that way it serves as like an advertisement for the manga and stuff. But as someone who will never pick up the manga, because like I know myself, I will never end up picking the manga up. And someone who will always end up having only whatever the anime did, I wish they would like just give me a complete storyline, and allow me to like get invested into it without feeling like I'll never get a closure or a resolution. Like, I understand that the business works with anime kind of like advertising the manga. I understand. But it doesn't work on me. So instead, I get a bunch of half stories that never have any closure. Because I'm not gonna read the manga. So, fuck me, you know? That's what ends up happening every time. Okay, we're gonna leave that like that. And we're gonna do... Where did I do that? Okay, sure. That's fine. There. Continuing the speedrun. There's some fillers that are kind of just unnecessary. I also do not really have that much time to invest into that many series. Exactly! Exactly! That's why I want closure from my series. That time I reincarnated as a slime has a hilarious bitch episode. I'll believe you on that one because I didn't watch it. Example, last year we had a very packed roster with a lot of very well received shows. The only anime I did watch that year was the Shaman King reboot, which was 6 out of 10, but well, still better than 2001. I didn't watch the Shaman King, so I didn't even perceive it, to be honest. The Four Horsemen of fan service in anime: beach, hot springs, New Year's, and Christmas. I enjoy the Christmas episodes, but that's not saying a lot coming from me. I'm a Christmas simp. We have already announcements of Shaman King's sequel getting an anime, which is nice. The 2021 adaptation was a nice example of a series that was adapted well but rushed too much, which is okay. I can live with it. Shame the animation team dropped the ball though. There is like fight in 52 episodes that I could recommend watching, and I said fight goes for 90 seconds, I think. So one fight in 52 episodes is all you would recommend about the show. Damn! That sounds like they dropped the ball hard. Chancela Purcell, welcome! How do you become a VTuber? You get a character design. You get an artist, or you draw yourself a PNG. Then you cut it into a bazillion parts, and you fill in every part to make sure that it's complete, not like covered by anything. And there's a bunch of guides. They're so all over the internet. And then you learn how to rig. You put it on Live 2D, and you rig the entire model, which is another whole ass long process. Or you pay a rigger, or you download yourself Vroid Studio and you make yourself a 3D model, which is of as high quality as you can make it using tutorials and stuff, and it can yield very good results. You stream, start just streaming, then get a PNG when you have a design in mind, and do not rush getting a model hardware until you know it's what you enjoy doing. That is much better than what I said. I definitely agree with that much more than just like, here's how you get a model. I always try to start there. I don't know why I didn't this time around. I'm sorry. Instead of one drawing a day, do a one tutorial a week. Learn something new, repeating what you already did. Yeah, exactly. That is a very good way of handling it. Also, challenge yourself to do one new thing per drawing, and try to keep yourself in a comfortable space otherwise. That's a good way of learning. What is Ellie gonna do with chat if she gets thousands of viewers? I don't know. Layering, Omao, I am like in the 55th layer. Holy shit. Nether, you're gonna die. Kruger Gamer, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Just watching the stream, that is not much chatting for me. Thank you. I believe in the dream that Ellie will get to the end of the chat. No, I don't think so. I believe in Poland there were ever only two types of people wearing overalls: farmers and toddlers. Oh, toddlers! Toddlers wear overalls. That sounds cute. I need to start copying and pasting wiki articles to chat so Ellie never gets to the bottom. I would never ever read an entire article. You said pumpkin, not pumpkin. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to speedrun. My tongue cannot keep up. By the time you read this message, did you start drawing Rishi's hair or not? BRB needs some water. No, I didn't. Oh, God. Forager, welcome. Hi, madam. You've been going through chat dangerously close to speed limit. I'll let you off with a warning for now. No, I am speed. Long time no see you, Miss Ellie. Glad you're still playing and painting. Flavio Arañez, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Yes, I am. Wait, Rushi got no hand? It's chubby little hands. Mal, about 50 episodes would be a good number for a decent anime. More if it's outstanding, like the old Shaman King. I could do 50 episodes, but more than that, and I'm already like, no. Kanji isn't so hard. It's long form written stuff that I struggle with. Think I can crack it though. My problem with kanji is that you need to remember all of the symbols, and it's like 5,000 of them. I don't have that memory. I got some sleep, so no worries. For some reason, recently I can only sleep up to 4 hours again. Lol, that is... Wow! That is no good! I'm gonna talk to you about it later. In case of Shaman King, 52 episodes was definitely not enough. Which, yeah, 300 chapters, 52 episodes. You could tell the math does not add up. I think they could have managed in 64. Sad Ellie will never pick up Monster or 20th Century Boys manga. I probably won't. I'm very sorry, but my problem is that I get too obsessed with the drawings. And I'm like trying to analyze what makes them cute and stuff. Because, you know, I'm an artist myself. So when I see something that I like, I kind of want to like learn how to emulate it. Learn why I like it and how I can incorporate that into my style. You know, my style isn't something that I'm 100% sold off on yet. So it's one of those things where until I feel like I can call my style like truly chosen by me, I will always like lose my mind over just analyzing other people's art. With Slight Rush Up, would have loved 100 episodes for it and add a couple of the side stories. I think the problem with that is that about 100 episodes is how many seasons? Like, is 4 or 5 seasons of anime currently? And that is a giant commitment. I mean, look at Attack on Titan. It had 4 years of hiatus at one point because I guess like financial things, financial issues, I would assume. Okay, then we do this, and we and that's it for the quotes. No, we still need the sneakers. That one is good. Okay, so for the sneakers, we're gonna do circle-y thing here, and then a little ball. Yeah, that's fine. And then a little platform on the bottom. I think it has a platform. Yeah, it has a little bit of a platform. 3 worst places to try and have a conversation. In an elevator, standing at a urinal. This is chat. I'm sorry. I'm better at reading the chat when I'm like gaming and stuff. But with art, I like hyper focus. Especially when I feel like rushed. When I feel like I want to finish it, you know. When I feel like I need to finish the drawing of the day. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to like catch up with you guys. And I feel like I'm doing a not terrible, awful job. I think 3 issues of the average manga is enough for one standard 24-minute episode. Usually, you think one episode is 3 chapters, 3 volumes, 3 issues. What is an issue? A chapter or a volume? Because I've never actually seen like manga magazines. I only ever saw like actual manga volumes that are already put together and stuff. I would assume that it's a chapter. Like I would assume that they are divided the way they are divided because that's how they are divided in magazines. I would have to assume. Okay, and then this one, it's right there. We're gonna hide this because it's gonna bother me. We're gonna grab the little ball right there. Perfect. Shaman King reboot has been a drop-off of the decade. First episode started with like 1.2 million views. Last episodes were at tens of thousands in that ballpark. Oof. Big oof. Big F. Damn. What went wrong? Because, like, if it was that anticipated, if it was that, like, wow, you know, like, people were waiting for it, what happened? What was the mistake? Because, like, reboots can definitely be very successful. Recently, like, the reboot of Fruits Basket was very successful. It adapted the entire story, as far as I understand it, because, again, I didn't read the manga. And according to, like, everyone who saw the original, it was such an improvement. I didn't personally see the original, but the new version, I loved it. It was very good. So it's not a problem with it being a reboot. Something else has had to be the problem. Something has to have happened for it to get so, like, underwhelming. Okay, I'm back. What happened to the squids that were at war with the mutant squirrels? Did you finish Hiroshi's hair? did it! I hate myself. Why do I keep doing this? You cut, paste here. My eternal enemy. My own layer organization. My eternal enemy. Me. My own brain. If you're still here, I've been losing Live 2D and mess around with pre-made models to understand the works of everything. Yeah, there are a ton of pre-made models that people put online for like studying purposes. I think it's very nice of people when they do that. I think the community of Live 2D has been very helpful, very welcoming of new people. Which makes it like really attainable to learn the skills that you need. But that being said, it's still very important to try streaming first, because a lot of people think they would enjoy it more than they actually would. A lot of people think that they know what it actually entails, and then when they try it, they're like, actually, you know, I'm not enjoying this. I'm filled with anxiety, and I'm not saying that in that tone, because like I think it's like I'm not mocking anyone, because yes, it does fill you with anxiety. There's a certain level of like, not everyone will be filled with anxiety. It will depend on how everyone takes it. If someone takes it as just like a fun hobby with no expectations, it probably will not fill them with anxiety. But it's very hard to escape the constant like discourse of numbers and the constant like pressures to keep up with everyone else. One has to have a very strong mental practice, kind of like very strong willpower to not let those kind of things affect you. So a lot of people think that they are very interested in it until they actually try it, and then they end up having to like take a step back because it wasn't that good for their mental health. Yeah. I still enjoyed it as the series finally getting a full story adapted. Just kind of wish I had either A, enough episodes to not rush this much, or B, good animation if they had to rush it. So you're saying it was not complete enough and also not even nice to look at. That sounds like such a disappointment. Glad I'm not a fan then. Okay, what else? Cute chibi with long legs. Welcome, Kevin. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. This is indeed a chibi with very long legs. But that is our friend Rushi. That is how she just is. And I hope that I can finish this quickly for her because her birthday was last week. You said pumpkin when I wrote pumpkin. It's only like 2,000 kanji. It's only like 2,000 in total? That's it? I mean, it's still an insane amount of words. 2,000 symbols? It's insane. But I thought for some reason it was like 5,000. Maybe I was confusing it with like Chinese? I don't know. For some reason, the number 5,000 was very present in my mind. You need 2,000 kanji for proficiency in the language. The problem is not really the characters themselves, but the reading, in my opinion. Okay, so I was right, and there are more kanjis. It's not just 2,000. But yeah, I mean, I personally remember when I was like trying to learn some Japanese, the grammar was the thing that completely got to me. I didn't ever get to the kanjis at all, but the grammar itself was like very complicated to understand without a teacher, I guess. Okay, that's it for the clothes. We are done with the clothes. Kind of. I still kind of want to add a little bow here. And I know it's such a tiny little detail. Who's gonna notice? Me. I'm going to notice. And that's the problem. I'm going to notice and it's gonna upset me, so there we go. Whatever. Okay, cool. What's next? What's next is the hair. Oh, and she has a tail and she has a hat and she has ears, everything. Okay. I hope you don't analyze my art style, lol. Well, I mostly mean when I see like professional artists from manga and anime and stuff. Most recently, one of the things that I really got crazy over was Shikimori, the anime. It has several like moments where it goes full illustration. It's so good. She's getting close, she's speed, and then I didn't again. Monster has an anime at least. Also, both Monster and 20th Century Boys have concluded stories. The author likes to finish his stuff to do new stuff. Also, his artwork is super good. And that is the reason why I won't read it, because if the art is too good, if the art is too good, I cannot pay attention to anything. You know what? I'm gonna do a little circle there that I can paint orange, so that it has at least that pop of color in there. And what else? I'm gonna have hay. The hay here? Yes. I know I need to do the hair. But I want to add at least a little bit of hay. A little bit of hay over here. And just cause like we are this is a finalized lines, okay? I'm not going to go over the lines again. This is what we get. This is the lines, and this is as much as I'm going to go into them. And that's why I'm trying to finish more stuff. More details, yeah, I know, but like I'm trying to get through. Calling the police, polar bear, we need backup. No, you don't. I'm not even that speedy. I'm already so far behind again. I really do not think that Attack on Titan had financial issues. I do not really know why it had this long hiatus, since the source material was there, but the anime does speed through the content a lot. And the anime is still very long, even if it speeds through content. That is an anime that I've been told that I could read the manga of, because I've been told that the style is very not good. So my friends who know my issues with reading manga and all, they've told me that if I ever wanted to read something, Attack on Titan is like one of the best things that I could read, because I'm not gonna be tempted to watch. I'm not gonna be tempted to like analyze the drawing or anything, because it's very like bad. It's what I've been told. Okay, and then there, and then there. Pretty. Okay. Cool. Cool. There we go. There we go. All the clothes. What else? This. Oh shit, no, wait, not that. Not that either. There. Okay, and then this is fine, and then that's fine, and this is fine, and then this is fine, and then this is fine. Cool, okay. Okay, clean lines. Everything on the bottom is clean already. Cool. Now I just wanted to do this. No, I don't need to do the lines because I can just paint them later. Genius. Okay. Okay, there we go. Chat. I need to catch up with the chat. You guys know your anime stuff, not me. It's okay, it's perfectly fine. He doesn't draw typical anime nor perfected art, but more interesting facial features. And now you made me curious. At least it's not One Punch Man, which got a manga adaptation that is 95% filler content. Oof. Attack on Titan was supposed to be 1 season. The 2nd season was delayed due to scheduling with other anime. Crumpets! Hi, how are you doing? I haven't said hello yet. Attack on Titan being just 1 season sounds like a travesty because the thing that makes Attack on Titan good, in my opinion, is how it built itself, how it built all of the story season per season. Like how it really managed to do a foundation that added gravity to everything that came afterwards. Like every season builds and builds in such a strong professional way that I haven't seen in other animes. Okay. Hair! God damn it, I keep forgetting. Okay, let's go. I need hair here. We're gonna do hair here. And we're gonna do the other one under. I know that that's not the model design, but it doesn't matter to me. We're gonna do hair like this and like this. Are we? Yes. Yes. Does it make sense? Not really, but we're gonna see if it works. We're gonna see if that can work. Okay, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do here. Okay, cool. Let's get started. I hate drawing braids, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna follow exactly what the model looks like. I hate drawing braids because I feel like I normally don't, like they don't end up looking like braids when I draw them. It feels like I'm very bad at getting the shape of the intermingling hair. This is coming out fine, but it's mostly because it's such a short braid. And you know what? It's a short braid in the model, so we can keep it at that. We can keep it at just 3 thingies. There, we're done. Boom. Thank God. Thank God, because I'm actually very scared of drawing braids. I'm actually very terrified of braids as a thing that I would have to draw sometimes. Okay, the webcomic of One Punch Man Season 2 is about 10 chapters. Anime adaptations was 12 episodes. The manga adaptation was 4 years. I remember liking the first season of One Punch Man. I don't remember if anyone told me to read the manga or anything, but I remember the first season I was like very into. And then I never heard anything about it again. Except, yeah, when the 2nd season came out, everyone was very upset at it. Apparently, like, the animation was very bad or something. Didn't particularly care myself. Duke, hi, hello, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're not struggling with the time. And also, I'm sorry that I saw your message so late. I'm having a very bad day as far as catching up with the chat goes. It's a struggle. It's a big struggle. I heard Attack on Titan Season 2 was also being rushed, at least the first part of Season 4. Are you talking about the final season? The final season part 2? The final season underscore this is the one? The final season, no guys, I promise, this is it. Which one are you talking about? Because at this point, it's just, I can't keep track of it. I'm very upset. I am very annoyed. When you're gonna call your anime the final season, I expect your anime to finish there. I expect that season to be the last thing that gets published. But yeah. Rush too hard, first 12 episodes are faster than Ellie catching up. I'm Most people did not even get through those. And again, the animation in fights was really bad, which would not be a problem in Shaman King if it did not skip most of the conversations. Episodes 13 to like 42 were really nicely done pacing-wise, but then they also decided to rush the last arc, which was an odd choice. I am tempted to believe they thought they would be getting 64 episodes again, then at the last moment learned it was only 52. That would explain the weird pacing, and that would be extremely common in at least some areas of like entertainment. I don't know if that is common in the Japanese side of entertainment. I don't know how common like assuming that you're gonna have more time than you actually do would be in that. But oh, now you've made me think of the HBO disaster of last week. If you guys don't know about that, allow me to like leave my heart out on the floor. Basically, HBO bought a bunch of licenses for a bunch of Cartoon Network shows, and then they decided that they didn't want to pay the tax for their, properties, IPs, and they just canceled and deleted a bunch of shows all in one go. Shows that are now only things that you can find through piracy, shows that had been confirmed for another season and that are now never going to be finished, shows that had completed episodes ready to air that never got to air, and now they are nowhere because like they weren't just canceled, they were deleted. Every mention of them, every episode on the streaming services, everything just gone from one day to the next. Like all of the teams of animators and storyboarders and screenwriters and everyone who worked on them suddenly out of I don't know, months, years of work that they put in. Not to mention the fans who like supposedly had confirmation that they were going to get more stories in those universes, and then they didn't. I've been kind of devastated about that, not gonna lie. Personally, I was very interested in some of the shows. Not all of them, but there were a couple of them that thankfully I hadn't started yet because that would be even more devastating. But I am so pissed and I am so angry that that can just happen, that freaking 2, 3, 4 years of someone's work can just vanish like that because of corporate interest. I don't know, I'm bummed. I'm gonna keep reading the chat. Have to go now, have fun drawing Rushi's hair, Ellie too, but I won't be here when you finally start doing it. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I was trying my best, but I can only try my best on one area. I can only try my best reading the chat and or drawing, and not both. I'm sorry. I always say do what you enjoy and stream it. Don't stream what you enjoy. If you start by enjoying the thing first, then who cares about numbers? That is a very good way of thinking about it. But as I said, like, the pressure is very hard not to let it get to you. Just this last few months, I've finally been able to not constantly be looking at my numbers, which is something that from day one, I intended to be healthy about it. From day one, I intended to, like, okay, I'm not going to open YouTube Studio to check my numbers and my analytics every single week. I'm not every single day. Like, I can do it once per week or once per month or whatever, you know? And yet at the beginning, and up until a couple months, I would say, I found myself opening it all the time, several times a day. It's something that, like, creeps in without you noticing until you realize when it's too late, when you're already like getting anxiety over it. Okay. I'm gonna turn this back on and delete something. Delete this one. Okay, this one. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think that's good. I think that's looking, you know, viable. Okay. Okay. The other braid. I'm feeling fatigued. Maybe I shouldn't wake up at 1 a.m. No, you shouldn't. Zario, you definitely shouldn't. Existential streaming topics with Elyssia and Nikos, I'm sorry. There are close to 10k different kanjis in Japanese language. You need about 1.5k to be able to read newspapers in Japan. 10,000? Debayas, that's welcome. Hi, how are you doing? I said hello before, but I assume that you weren't here. And maybe you aren't here now either because I've been taking so long to get to messages in chat. But welcome, I hope you're having a good day. The kanji are pronounced different ways in different words. That is the problem. Oh, that sucks. What the hell? It's like they were trying to make a language that was as difficult to learn as possible. Why? That is so unintuitive. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Testing. I think I'm getting bad connection here, and I'm back. Congratulations! I'm sorry that you had bad connection. Shikimori is good. I really loved Shikimori. Orange circle. There we go. It's like 2.1 thousand kanji for high school proficiency. That's level GPLT2 that can qualify for 95% of jobs in Japan. Just high school level can qualify you for jobs? That's interesting. That's interesting. It's really good for like everyone over here who's trying to learn Japanese. Oh, I didn't mess anything up. Oh my god! Oh my god! I got a heart attack. I got a mini panic attack right there. Very glad that I didn't mess everything up. That would have been bad. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's fine. I think we can close it now. I think we can close it right now. Which I really very much want to, because I want to be done with the braids as soon as humanly possible. I really don't like braids. I love how they look. I really love how they look. But I hate drawing them. Like, it's very hard. I find it extremely hard. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's better. Okay. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit, lol. Me? I don't... As much as I'm going to go into I'm gonna get into it. Ellie doing art 2022. I'm so lost by now. I'm trying to catch up with the chat and also do the art. Okay. I'm really glad that I'm getting a very, like, a rather clean drawing from the get-go. However, I really need to catch up a little bit. Okay, if that is something stopping you from reading the original One Punch Man, is definitely for you because it's ugly. Is it ugly? That is very cute music you have on. Please tell me I have the BGM. Oh god, thank god I have the BGM. Thank you, Ellie BGM. Yeah, it was done by a dear friend of mine. Attack on Titan has one of the most disgusting scenes ever for me in the manga. Ugh, do I want to read it then? Maybe not. Whatever, her burning the fire! It's bald! It's bald Rushi time! Anyone else think the second OP for Attack on Titan sounded oddly like a Canadian national anthem? They end up like garlic knots or something. The hair, yeah, normally, I don't know, it ends up looking just off. Also, I haven't heard the Canadian anthem, so I don't really know. I would believe you in that, but I have never heard the Canadian anthem. Unless I have heard it and I don't remember it at all, or just never registered it. But I really never gave me that like vibe. I'm surprisingly okay at drawing braids. Good for you, man, because I really love the look of braids. I just hate drawing them. I gotta go now. Always love to see you draw, and I hope you have a good day. I'm sorry that I didn't catch you to say goodbye, Mo. Goodbye. Andreina's welcome. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. If you're still here, Elyssia! Andreina's welcome. I think people complain too much about the Season 2 anime of One Punch Man. I think it's fairly well animated. It's not Season 1 level, but it's not bad at all. Then maybe I should give it a chance. Board Clips, welcome, hi! What's up? Just woke up and had a weird dream. Feel free to share it, but rest assured that I won't get to it until in like 15 minutes because I'm being terrible about catching up with the chat today. Hi, how are you doing? The anime is a good middle ground between the super fast original story of One Punch Man and the never-ending slog of fillers, the manga adaptation. The manga is very filler heavy. I wouldn't expect that from something like One Punch Man, because like it feels like the anime had a very good pacing. So I wouldn't expect the manga to be worse than that. But I guess if it's very long, the reason why it would be the only way to make very long sustainable manga would be to have a lot of filler. Because that's the impression that I get of like shonen and stuff like that. I get the impression that there's a lot of filler. Because that's what I've heard with every shonen out there, pretty much. I mean, to the point that like One Piece is known for having like a summary version where they take hundreds of episodes out because they are meaningless. Not meaningless, but completely filler. Stage Whisper. Nobody tell her about the Final Fantasy series. Why? What about the Final Fantasy series? Is it long? Is it bad? Is it good? Why are we talking about Final Fantasy? It's a game, right? Or are you talking about an anime adaptation? Does it have an anime adaptation? I always thought that it was a game. I think chat, they make long detailed sentences just to know about some stuff. They're a very knowledgeable bunch. You guys are a very knowledgeable bunch, which I am very happy about. I know of HBO, I had HBO Max and now I canceled. It's not worth it after that fiasco, and now I'm gonna have to watch Infinity Train with piracy, so sad. That's the one that I was interested in watching! I was so interested in watching Infinity Train, and now I know that it was like cancelled and stuff. I've heard that people are still like hoping because the makers of the show said that they intend to somehow, no matter how, like they intend to finish it off and give the people what they want. But like, it's heartbreaking, man. I've heard so much about Infinity Train, and the only reason I haven't watched it yet is because I know that it's had a very rocky road with like getting a channel to actually air them, and then with the risk of cancellation and stuff. So I never actually got into it because I was scared that I was gonna get, you know, that it was gonna get cancelled on me. And that's kind of what happened, sort of. But I really do want to watch it. Okay, that's the braids. That's the braids. The braids are done, which means now we do... Come back here. Come down here. Okay. Now we do the bangs, which we're gonna start over this side-ish? No. This side-ish. Because the hair should be like... Yeah. That's good. That's a good place to start it. Oh, but I think the head should be taller. Because with chibis, you never realize just how big you have to make the head until you're drawing the hair. And then you regret everything. So if we make the head like much, much taller. Like, there-ish. I know that it looks ugly. I know that it looks terrible. But I promise, when you do the hair, you want it to be this big. You really do want it to be like a humongous head. Where did I make it? There? Sure. Great. I like that. I also wanna do this curve, make it a little bit better, because I don't like it right now. I think that's cuter. We're going. You know what? I know that this is kind of like a mess because I'm not catching up with the chat at all. But we are getting a decent enough progress. Considering this is the final lines and this is not a sketch and this is how it's going to like be forever. These lines are gonna be like this. I think that it's a fairly decent progress. Even though the chat is sacrificing itself for it, kind of. Except you guys aren't sacrificing yourselves. I'm sacrificing you. I'm sacrificing you for the sake of finishing. That sounds trashy. Fuck, that sucks. That is horrible. I really, some OG cartoons show what a disgrace. It's very sad and it's very infuriating. And it makes me wish we could move to a system of IPs getting like sold on Kickstarter or something. Because like if you're not gonna use it because you don't want to pay the fucking taxes, then we could use it. You know, we would be willing to use it as a community, the fans and stuff. But it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen because greed and stuff. And it's very sad. And I keep just having losses like this. Like, show after show that I adore keeps having issues with their companies, the companies that hold the license not caring about them. And it's heartbreaking. It's very, very upsetting. But what can I say? I can't stop watching the shows because I love them, because they give me something that no other form of entertainment gives me. I never really bothered with the HBO series stuff, and now that makes me want to avoid it even more. Then do. Honestly, they deserve... When did I lose a shoe? When did I lose a shoe? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it on Rushi's layer? Oh my fucking god. I found the shoe, you guys. I found the shoe. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's alright. Okay. It's found. I found the shoe. Do you have any examples of these shows that got deleted or no? I only know Infinity Train. I think maybe OKKO also got deleted. I'm not sure, but if you Google like the HBO Cartoon Network thing, it's very fresh because it happened this week, so you can probably find a lot of information without looking for it, because it's very fresh in people's minds. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna move it up. And I'm gonna need... There, that's better. Such are the perils of digital distribution. Bro, I know! I wish it was still common to like do DVDs and stuff, because with all of this freaking cancellations and deletions and everything, it makes me feel like nothing that I have is safe. Like all of my my Steam games, every single game that I own. What if Steam decided that I have no rights and they took all of my games, then I would have nothing. Nothing at all. It's pretty freaking terrifying when you start thinking about it. And I know that, like, digital media is better for the environment and stuff, but, like, there has to be a balance. There should be a way to make sure that we're protected, that our stuff is protected. At least a little bit. Come on, you're so close to 1,000 already. I know, I am very close. I am very close, but I'm not gonna stress about it, because if I stress about it, I'll get anxiety, and I already have enough of that. But don't worry, it's happening. It's happening soon. It's definitely gonna come, and then I'm gonna try and open memberships, and I'm gonna try and give you guys very cool emotes and stuff, and I'm gonna ask for a lot of feedback from you guys on what stuff you would like to see, but in due time, well, you have a group of regulars always here for you. I know. I know. You guys, this is not a joke. This is not an exaggeration. Every time since my birthday, every time that I'm going through that sort of like anxiety of like the numbers getting to me, or like comparing myself to other people and stuff, no joke, I open the Kudo board, and that like cures me of my momentary anxiety. That helps me get through the bad moments of the day when I kind of like get entranced by the popular discourse and the Twitter headlines and the everyone talking about numbers all the time, and everyone comparing themselves to others, and I grab my little Kudo board and I isolate myself with it, and I feel better. Okay, let me hide that a little bit because it's very annoying right now. This is going well. This is going well. What time is it? This is fine. This is fine. Yes, I'm gonna have to finish the fire on my own time, but hey, we're probably gonna have all of the lines by the time I'm done. Hopefully, I want to believe. Okay. Ellie, I got like 0 views. I don't care. Don't see the numbers, see the people. What is more valuable? People hanging here and chatting, or more views? No, I know! That's what I'm talking about! But it's very hard not to get drowned into the discourse when you spend a lot of time kind of like networking and going through Twitter and going through like Reddit and stuff. Because a lot of it is constantly like talking about numbers. A lot of negativity in the community that maybe it's not that visible because like people don't want to share it. But when you're on Discord servers and like I don't participate a lot because I'm a big lurker, a big introvert lurker, but I am in a bunch of Discord servers with VTubers and stuff. And the worrying about the numbers surfaces all the time, very often, and sometimes like it becomes kind of like a spiral-y thingy, where people really start like focusing on it for days and days, and then you find talks to people like I remember the other day being maybe a week or 2 ago, there was discourse about one person who there was discourse about one person who like punished their chat for not being active enough, and I remember like that kind of attitude, it rallies everyone up to say like this is wrong and you're like not in the right space. Like, you shouldn't be a streamer if this is how you're gonna treat like the people who watch you. But the fact that that got viral enough to get to me when I didn't even know that streamer, when I didn't even know the person that retweeted it, when I didn't even know anything about any people related to that, like, that tells you how much that kind of sentiment gets around and how much it gets shared and stuff. That would be the limit, maybe? This is not my brightest moment, but I think I need to make a little bit of a sphere here to like figure out how I'm gonna handle this bangs. Okay, I want to believe that that's good enough. Huh. She has ears. I need to draw the ears as well. I didn't even notice it! Okay, here. But are those like triangular? Like this? I think they are. We're gonna go with that. We're not gonna think about it too much. Okay. Okay, that's why Random was always so gracious towards his regulars. I mean, literally the regulars are the blood running through my veins. You guys just knowing that you guys are here, that you guys enjoy what I do enough to be here, that's really what fuels me more than anything else. And that's what helps me through the moments where that kind of discourse like gets to me. I understand if you want this to be your main gig, but if that's your goal, you need to be more willing to eat your pride. I do kind of agree with that, but I also think it has limits. Although then again, I wonder sometimes if some of the people who are like on top don't really enjoy what they do and they just do it because it's like what gets them views. I've been there before. I've talked about this. I've been there before and I don't want to be there again. I've been in a place where I was like doing stuff because I thought they were gonna give me views, and I just don't want to be there again. I want to do stuff that I enjoy. And the stuff that I enjoy is what I've been focusing on since I began this channel. Okay. Fuck! Why? Why, brain? Why do you refuse to draw things in the right layer? What is your problem? Okay. With that crisis semi-averted... They were doing it the opposite, actually. They took the Chinese and simplified it. Bro, they did it wrong. They simplified it wrong. And you know what I really like? I like how Korean is basically almost the same story. It's basically like only the nobles knew how to read and write, and then one of the kings was like, you know what, this is wrong. I would like my people to be educated. Let's make a new language, a new alphabet, and let's make it literally design it to be simple and easy to learn. And then you start learning the logic behind every letter, and it's like, wow, this is actually easy as fuck to learn. Like, they did it right, you know? So that's why I'm saying the Japanese did it wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people from Japan. It's not your fault you didn't make the language, but it's very hard. and very unintuitive and very not good for beginners. What will you do if you reach 1K subs? Something special? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess I could try and do like a requested stream, but realistically, I did my birthday stream as a special like endurance stream, like rather recently, a couple months ago, and now I have the anniversary stream, which I also intend to do. Maybe not as long as my birthday one, but at least I want to try and do it as another like as another endurance stream. But I don't really know what other special things to do. I think I could talk about this later on with you guys, like see if you have anything particular that you would like to do. One of the things I'm gonna do for my anniversary, not for my 1K, but for my anniversary, but maybe they happen at the same time, right? Like maybe they happen at the same time and we have to figure out how to make it extra special, which would suck for me because I'm already struggling to plan things for my anniversary. But one of the things that I want to do is Marshmallow or Curious Cat, if that still exists. But definitely one of the two. Okay! And that's it for the bangs. And that's it for the bangs. I know that that's not it for the banks, but I was very concerned about that side specifically. Because this one is just like... it's more approachable IMO. Because I can do a lot of overlapping stuff because of perspective. Like so. At this rate, you'll get it done early for next birthday. No! Oh my god. I need a little bit of a chat speed run. Okay, let me... Hiragana and katakana are fairly new inventions. I do not remember how long they have been around. I think 400 years or so. I may be horribly wrong on that though. And yet they are still adding one. They are adding Romanji, I think, as far as some of my friends have told me. Just high school, lol. In here, high school is university. But high school is high school, not university. That's what high school is supposed to be for? Not in my country. In my country, good luck getting anything with just a high school degree. It's literally just impossible. I think that's the first time I've seen Ellie model do something to an close to an Ahega face. I think that's what happens when I drink. I'm not entirely sure. Wouldn't Rushi's hair caught on fire? Yes, but we don't know how she handles it. She never catches on fire. At 1K subscribers, Ellie will reveal that she's not actually a lamia, but three kids in a pink trench coat. What a gag that would be. You can't rush art, old man from Toy Story. Well, I need to. At this rate, you get it done. Yeah, one is very famous for the fact he doesn't bother drawing. One Punch Man is drawn purely in doodles. How many years was that? The person that decided to adapt One Punch Man writes good stuff and draws well, but he took One Punch Man and made one piece out of it. They're related? Wait. That's not true, right? They're not related. Dude, watch Infinity Train when you can. It's surprisingly good. Screw the chat. Drawing comes first. But I need to do both. Not again. I just avoided being sacrificed to blood gods by another VTuber. Sorry. I'm sorry. But it's gonna be a week of sacrificing with lamb and stuff. Last week to grab Shantae's 20th anniversary merch. I'm afraid I will have to miss out on those. I will have to miss out on those because I don't have the money. Well, it's Duke from the past, Ellie. The liner looks really good. Don't worry about chat. Ooh, Ghost Duke of the past. Thank you, Ghost of Duke. If chat doesn't matter, she can finish it off stream. Yeah, I am probably gonna finish it off stream, but look at how much I'm advancing on stream. I'm doing a lot of progress. As a fan of the Silent Hill franchise, I can definitely relate to companies not caring about their IP. Yep. Ellie's one shoe that she wears at the end of her tail. I wanted to point the shoe out, but I knew you weren't gonna see it in time. I did. I did. Why am I like this? I never thought someone could lose their shoes in a drawing. You know, how to solve the problem of drawing on the wrong layer on accident? Just draw everything in one layer. No! That is torture, and I refuse to torture myself like that. If you want to know which shows got deleted, you will find the full list, but mostly the Cartoon Network library. I do want to watch Infinity Train. I hope that one didn't get deleted. No wonder Chibi got massive big brain. I'm gonna start burning Ellie streams onto CDs. You know what? That would be safe. That would be safe. What if YouTube one day decides that they don't like me, huh? And then everything goes poof. I wouldn't have those. I legitimately would lose all of my work if YouTube decided they don't like me. Valve said they would let you download all your games and they would permanently unlock them if they ever shut down Steam. I really hope they keep that promise because I would be so pissed. That's what Microsoft is trying to do with Windows 11. You no longer pay to own a copy, you pay to be allowed to use a copy that they still own. So they can just flip a kill switch on you at any moment. Disgusting. Gross. I hate that. Fox Anis, and welcome. I'm back to watch the hair finished. Can't sleep without seeing the hair. Leo, welcome. Look, I advanced the hair a lot. I'm sorry. That's how EULAs have been for decades, Retouch. I hate that. I hate that so much. I'm new on your channel. Also, your drawing is really good. Sakura, welcome. Hi. I'm sorry that I read your message very late. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I hope that you enjoy. And also, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Something friends along the way. I've made very good friends along the way. That's cringe, like literal cringe. I understand people getting affected by numbers, but I feel like people need to be honest on why they're doing this. Remember your goals so you don't deviate into wasteful concerns. Absolutely. That's why, like, that's why I'm saying, like, I've been there and done that on the whole, like, doing stuff just for the numbers. And that's something I really don't ever want to do. Like, there's certain stuff that I'm just not willing to try just because of the numbers. When a few weeks ago, when Tower of Fantasy, whatever, it was very popular and trendy. Like, that is something I had zero interest in, and I had heard a lot of like plagiarism issues that the game had and stuff. And there's some things that I'm just not willing to do just because of numbers, because I remember how that felt, and I don't like the feeling at all. Being controversial is always popular, but for the wrong reasons. Also, I too am a lurker, especially because most VTuber Discords are mostly of children's. I'm too old for those places. You wouldn't know. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Absolutely weird. You guys aren't active enough, so I'll get mad and make you leave, as if that's gonna help. I know. Did you see that Discourse? It was so weird. I've never been in Discord before. I really like Discord. You can just cover the ears with the witch hat. Being lazy is not always bad. I don't even know if I'm gonna make the hat. I don't think I want to. I know that it's part of her design, but she also has plenty of photos where she doesn't have the hat at all. So I don't really think I want to do the hat. Controversial or not, I see it as investment. If you're controversial, you're a quick investment. Volatile, that will give you a quick entertainment. If you are stable, you get less views, but more loyalty. I prefer to be true to myself, personally. We need to do the same with simplifying English, starting with pronunciations. Absolutely. Hangul wasn't used widely until recently enough, though. Yes, but it was designed to be easy, and that is what matters to me, because I'm the one having to learn it, so I'm the one appreciating it. Some people invest a lot of effort and time into their channels in order to become full-time streamers. It can be devastating to realize that your community and income aren't growing. Yeah, I 100% understand that. I mean, I am investing a lot of time, but that doesn't mean I'm putting pressure on anyone, or else I'm gonna get very mad, okay? If anyone reads this as pressuring. But overall, I think when you get into these kind of things, you have to accept the risk. You just have to. You really can't just go into it expecting everything to work out. Endurance rhythm game? I want to, but Melatonin hasn't come out yet. By the way, a fun fact, when hiragana was introduced, it was believed to be inferior and less educated to write in. So then they decided that Japanese women can write in hiragana instead of kanji. Bruh! Which then translated into them being able to write much better poetry? Bruh, that misogyny though. Anniversary and 1K at the same time? It's probably what's gonna happen. I don't know, maybe not. Men that wanted to write good poetry then would cross-dress and write under a female alias? Why is gender shouldn't control this stuff, man. I would at least like to see you something, do something at 1K. I'll share the thing when you get there. Okay. I'll share it on Discord if you must, but share it. I'm gonna be very curious if you don't. Hong Kong is still a small part of China East Side. I know that there is a big discourse, but I would rather not, like, get into that. 20 minutes. You should start wrapping up now and finish off stream. Of course, you won't read this until 20 minutes later. No, wait, that's 8 minutes, so I'm only 8 minutes behind. Hell yeah, I can do this. Romanji is only relevant for overseas and writing on a keyboard. As far as I understand, they're trying to, like, incorporate it. I think he meant One Piece as in one hell of a piece. The OPM manga is gorgeous. The OPM webcomic is a bunch of doodles. Oh, no, I was thinking of One Piece as, like, the pirate one. The chibi's looking really cute. I think so, too. I'm very happy with it. I just finished my line art, I think. Hell yeah, retouch, you go! I just realized, if you name your adepts in Cult of the Lamb with our names, you will have to sacrifice us sooner or later. Is that something you guys want, or would you rather say don't? Maybe you can name them, not necessarily with your names, but maybe, like, you can name them, like pets? I didn't realize, Lamia, you'd better name tomorrow's stream Cult of Lamia. Tiara says, welcome, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. At least you finished the hair. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm not sharing it now. I'll share it as soon as you get to 1,000 subs. I want you to name them after us. I think people definitely prefer to be sacrificed than not. I would sacrifice myself for more monster girls. I got to the bottom of the chat. Fuck yeah, look at me go. Oh, that was intense. Oh, I feel dizzy now, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. Poll time. I'll do the poll tomorrow. As soon as I start the stream of Cult of the Lamb, I'm going to make a poll to see if you guys want to choose the names or if you guys want me to name the cultists after you guys. And I'm gonna do the poll as I start the game because it takes a little while. It takes like at least 15 minutes-ish to get the first cultist, so that should be enough for the poll. And yes, I'm gonna get behind on chat again, but I got it. I feel accomplished. Not with the drawing, of course, but with the chat. Okay, then we do another one that's a little bit smaller. Then we do another one that's a bit smaller. And then we do another one that like comes from behind and that is a little bit bigger. Then I'm gonna add one on this direction maybe, and then this one has this thing going on. I'm gonna make the head less visible so that I don't get confused, and then and then here we can have a small one coming from under there, and then we can have like something like this. Okay, and I don't know if I like that, but I'll figure it out off stream probably. For now I want to see if I can tackle the ears. Because the ears are really important for the design. And it's still something that I kind of struggle with every time. Probably because I don't have a cat, so I don't get to like study cats. Police polar bear sound growing louder, but I needed to be speedy. It's not my fault. It was worth it. You know what? I'll take the sentence. I don't regret it. I don't regret my actions, and I would do it again. Ellie's speed, she's on a roll. That said, I cannot afford to be sacrificed by you, Ellie, because I need to be able to be sacrificed. Sorry. I'll start heading to sleep, Ellie. Have a good, restful sleep. Have a good night, and thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you keep drawing later with less pressure, so that you keep improving until one day you look back and you're like, wow, I can't believe I did that. It's a really good feeling, and I know that you're gonna get it eventually. Rancor, I believe in you. Okay, I'm fine, and I hope you have a good day too, Elyssia. Yes, I'm having a good day, if a bit hectic, but I am having a good day. Welcome. Better yet, just do what Ophi does and let people enter a raffle if they want characters to be named after them. Oh, interesting. I guess I would have to figure out how to allow a raffle. Oh, yeah, I know how I could do it, actually. I've already tried something like this before. There's a page where I can roll a wheel. I definitely could do that. The first time that I used it on the stream, and I didn't take the sound off, and it killed everyone because the sound was so absolutely loud. But this time, knowing what's coming, I can just make sure that the sound of the thing is not going to be terrible. There. Cute. Okay, and then the other side. The other side is not looking good, but it could if I did a curve like that. That would look better. Yes, I like that very much. And then this one is too straight. So if I just did there and there and there, that looks a lot better. And then perfect. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hell yeah, I wanna be a capybara. You wanna be a capybara? I will keep that in mind. I mean, you're gonna have to remind me tomorrow or whenever that happens. But I would very much keep that in mind. I was a character in a Cult of the Lamb game. I was forced to eat tongue. Oh no, wait, is that the kind of thing that I'm gonna have to do to my cultist? What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to be evil? What if I wanna be nice? What if I wanna be a nice cult leader? I know that they are a rarity, but I could be one. I could be a nice cult leader and treat my people with respect. Use a random number generator. I could do that, or I could do the wheel. I think the wheel would probably be clearer for me to understand. Maybe it would take a little bit more time, but I think it would be clearer to understand. I want to be a white dog. Well, in that case, listen, if some people have like requirements of what animal specifically they would want to be, then it wouldn't be very raffle based, because a lot of people would want to wait for specific characters. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna make a document later. Yuli wants to be a capybara. Ale wants to be a white dog. Some other people are gonna get whatever because they don't have a preference, and they're gonna get the first things probably. It's going to be fun. I have such a good feeling on my doodle. When it's done, I really feel like it's gonna be a jaw dropper. Hell yeah, Nether! Hell yeah! I'm high five. I'm also very happy with the progress that I did today, and I know that it doesn't seem like that much progress, for like my normal drawing speed. But consider, again, I mentioned this is the final lines. I'm doing the draft and the lines at the same time, which is not what happens normally with me. Like, it's not how I normally draw. I normally do very like sketchy drafts and then I worry about the lines. This time I'm doing both at the same time, and I'm liking the results. So I consider it good progress. Even though I spent most of the stream struggling with chat to catch up. But look at this. But look at this. All of the clothes, practically all of the hair, finalized, full lines. Now after this, I have very little to fix and finish. And by very little to fix, I mean I only have to fix this part of the hair and the fire, the umbrella, and that's it. Literally, that's it. And then I can do the colors. I guess I have a couple more things, like, I don't know, I have these, this that I have to add, but it's literally just like doing a couple of lines here, doing like 1 and 2, and then doing another line here, and doing a couple of lines here, 1, 2, 1 in diagonal, and then like a thingy here. That's it. Mostly it's just done. I'm personally very proud. Also, this is the face, right? The face, we're going to do eyebrow. We're gonna clean this. And then we're gonna do lines like so. Because Rushi has a lot of stitches. And then she needs a couple of stitches in her mouth. And then stitches anywhere else? Yes, here. And stitches anywhere else? Nope. Okie dokie. Then I have to just finish like the fingers and finish the hair, but it's... I mean, it's... Look at it. It's very, very advanced. Like, I only need like... I need a couple of like... things here. Which... I'm practically doing them now, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Then one very long string. That one I'm struggling with. I'm gonna admit the long one I'm struggling with. And then of course the orange one up here. And then we close this like so. And that's it. And sure, I have to clean those lines a little bit, like go in and actually do them. But it's what it is. It's good. this ear needs to be a little bit more tilted because it will look cuter. Like that. Yeah, like that. Or maybe a little bit closer to the top. Yeah, okay. Yeah, bigger. I can't stop correcting tiny little things. That's fine. That's good. Okay. And it's pretty much done. It's pretty good progress. It's very good progress. I'm gonna finish it off within a couple of days. I've gotta be honest, I'm not gonna finish it off right now. But look at it! Look at it! It's really good! And I also need to finish one more thing. I forgot that she had bows in here. So we're gonna do a circle. And then some floppy bows. Some very floppy bows. That are gonna cover most of the hair? That's kind of annoying. But it is what it is. And then on this side, it's covered by the thingy, so that's fine. You're gonna see the green peeking. There we go. All right, so this is it. Minus the fact that I have to finish like cleaning this this hair and improving on this side because I really hate it. This side did not come out good, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out eventually. Like that, maybe. I feel like that's already better. I feel like that is already better. Maybe it still needs this to be longer. And maybe this should be on a different direction? No. Maybe this needs to be shorter instead. And so that way this can come in with a lot more contrast. And I'm gonna make this one longer. And I'm gonna make this one look better. That's better. I already like that more. I already think that's better. And we're gonna add a couple of like random strings over here because it needs to be chaotic. Yeah, that's gonna look cute. Okay, and this is practically the drawing. Yeah, I'm gonna polish it a little bit later, but you've practically seen the thing. You've practically seen the whole thing. Oh, I need to add some hay here. Some hay coming out of the pants on this part, and I need to add some hay on the hands as well. But the hands I'm gonna have to work anyways, so whatever. This is good. This is good. I'm happy. And I'm gonna finish it off stream. Thank you all for being here to witness this disaster of me trying to do two things at the same time. And also, thank you again for the suggestions, because this drawing wouldn't be what it is without the prompts that practically you guys designed the drawing, and I just did it. And fuck, I forgot the tail. Fuck. Let's quickly sketch out the tail. Let's quickly sketch out the tail, because it doesn't feel right. I want it to be in this direction or in this direction. Oh yeah, this direction. That looks so much better. That looks much better. Okay, and then we go like so. And then we go Come on, give me a good shape. Come on, hand, give me a good shape. If I close it down a little bit here. It's a bit thick to be a cat still, isn't it? Like, it should be thinner, I feel like. I feel like maybe if I grab this and I deform it to be thinner. And then I do this. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That feels right. Okay. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go wrap up with the chat again. Speedrun part 47. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna engage with the speeding. Retouch, give me one license, one permission, please. I deserve a little bit of a permission. Okay. You're running a demonic cult. Yeah, I know, but I want to be kind anyways. The cult of hacks and comfy sleeping. I could run a nice cult that you know, would be beneficial to people. I think the cult must be evil. I don't know. Apparently it has to be. I don't want it, but I'm gonna have to. Listen, if the game requires me to be evil, I will be evil. It's optional. My cult leader just so happened to be a rock with a god complex. I wonder who you're talking about. I wonder who that would be. The wheel would also set a good tone. I think I'm gonna do the wheel anyways. I'm really fun with anything. I want to be a Tiberian fiend. Is that an animal? Is that... At this point, I've been so wrong about animals that I would believe you if you say that that is an animal. Your name is Siberian. Oh, wait, you mean the creature. Fun fact, the Twitch raffle system in Cult of the Lamb allows the winner to choose the animal, colors, and stuff too. Damn, that sounds interesting. However, I'm not going to do Cult of the Lamb on Twitch because I don't have my new overlays that I don't know when I'm gonna get. I don't know when I'm gonna get them. Once I have them, I will try some Twitch integrated stuff. But right now, it's not my priority at all whatsoever. Oh yeah, you did decent drawing of the chibi skill full pro. Yeah, I really like how it's coming out. I'm just gonna have very little to polish. I don't have work tomorrow, so I will be happy to watch you play the lamb. Hell yes! Leo! Let's go! I'll tell you what, if you finish the stream very proud, I'll give you something I know you're gonna like. I mean, I am really proud of the way it's looking. I think it's looking extremely adorable. I think it's looking very, very cute. And I think I fixed most of the issues that I had with it, like, very quickly. Now the polishing is going to be pretty effortless, except for the fire, but we're gonna ignore that bit for a second. Except for the fire, most of the, like, I just have to thicken the lines that I drew, that I sketched out in this last minute, and it's gonna be fine. Don't have a lot to fix. I'm really proud of how it came out. Scarecrow deal fire, they don't go to ash. This Scarecrow doesn't get burned into ashes. I don't know how she does it. Se ve tan sacrificable. Leo, have you met Rushi? She's the one that would sacrifice you. Hello, Ellie, how are you? Okay, watching you move that ear like that in the drawing was a bit weird. Daniel, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? It's been a bit. I hope you're doing good. I hope you've been having good days. Somewhere in the world it's 4:06 p.m. Good that I made it on time. You perfectly made it on time. Don't worry about it. Thanks for the stream. It was nice. I'm glad to hear that retouch. I felt like I was rushing the entire time, but also I felt like the drawing gods were with me. They were giving me very good capabilities on the drawing. I was getting good results pretty effortlessly, and I'm very happy about that. This lady forgot the tail. I know, I'm ashamed. It was chaos with missing details. At least you made it through. Yep, I did, and I'm really happy with the results. Hey Ellie, question. Do you have any issue with your tablet and OBS? I don't. My tablet sometimes can have issues because it's fairly old, but I don't have any issues with OBS per se. However, I've been having issues with my controller. I don't know if it's because of the cable on the OBS, but I have been having issues with my controller. It should be half shorter, I'd say. You think the tail should be shorter? I can make it shorter. I mean, Rushi's tail is very long. It reaches her head. That's why I did the tail that long. I think I'm gonna keep it long. I think it's gonna be very hard to see it if it's short as well. She's not a naga, duh. She's a pink gummy. What? Dario! This is the first time you come back and this is what you do? This is what you do as soon as you come back? How could you? Ellie should first name followers in Cult of the Lamb with names of people who call her Worm and then throw them into the grinder. I think I might do that. You know what? I like that idea. Okay, sorry, Dario, I didn't know it's a worm. I'm not a worm. Permit granted, thank you. In a manner of speaking, Cult of the Worm? No! Cult of the Lamb! Snake at most! Lamia, okay? I'm a bit better by the way. I got help, paid a bunch of doctors a visit, and somehow got healed. And I fell in love with one of the doctors. She has pink hair. And she happens to be a Lamia, and her name begins with A and ends with Misianico. I'm not a doctor! Dario, I'm not a doctor. Don't trust me to heal because these hands were not made for healing. They were made for barely managing to draw something in a decent time. But I'm very glad to hear that you're doing better. I'm very, very glad to hear that you're doing better. It's important to get a good support network, and it's important to take care of ourselves. So I'm really, really glad to hear that you have been doing better. Time to break down and get a clone 360 controller. You know, literally the other day I got excited, kind of, about the prospect of getting a controller, and then I realized that it was an old controller. I don't know what it was, but it was like definitely an older model of controller that I don't know if it's compatible with stuff today. And also, it didn't have one of the bumpers, so it was completely unusable. And that was the end of my hopes. But yeah. Evil Cobra related to a lamia. If you were blue, no one would be able to call you a worm. I know, blue Elyssia has to happen, but she's gonna happen eventually. Not right now. Not right now. She's going to happen eventually. So many things to do. I can't. But you heal my heart. I'm very glad to hear that. But I'm not a licensed doctor. Blue worms do exist. God damn it. God damn it. I better go now. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, Sario. Worm for life? No. No. Anyways, goodbye, Sario. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope you have a good night, that you sleep soundly, and that you have a very good rest. Okay, and with that, I got back to the bottom of the chat. I'm very, very happy with the result of today, and I'm very excited to finally get slashing and sacrificing tomorrow with Cult of the Lamb. So, I'll see you guys. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. I know that it was hectic. I know that it was rushed. But we talked about a lot of things, and I hope that it was enjoyable. And I hope that you liked the drawing. And if you did, hit the like button. And I hope that I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Have a good restful sleep. And don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink water. Don't forget to try and sleep 7 to 9 hours and eat nutritiously. And, of course, most important of all, be kind to yourself and others, alright? Take care, my stay shifters! Bye-bye!